I think that John Darnell really manages to concisely sort of capture the complexity of being a specific type of human with his line, "I am this great, unstable mass of blood and foam, and no emotion that's worth having would call my heart its home." And then going on to give a more specific example of, "No one in her right mind would call my home her home," saying that as this very simply put together yet wildly enigmatic substance that makes him up, he has these expectations of worthwhile emotion, worthwhile experience, things he wants and things he thinks would be good to have, yet he isn't achieving them because of what he is, because of how he is formed, because at core he's nothing truly special. He's just the bondings of carbon made to be human looking. That doesn't give him any value just because he's human. Just because he exists isn't, an innate guarantee of the positives in life. They need to be worked for and aren't, to be expected off the bat. And whether he is expecting the right things and hasn't worked enough for them and isn't worthy of them yet, or if he's expecting things completely wrong, unrealistic expectations that he could never deserve, it's the same bat. Like, he has this mindset that recognizes the potential and the actuality and how far removed they are, because he is, as he says, this unstable mass of blood and foam. He is something that really is only two insignificant things bonded together to make this complex, paining sort of figure, and batting off of other pieces of his work, other things he's said, he is sort of venting out his anguish at the fact that he's sort of got the rotten lot and that there's no sort of good side to it. But if you look into his life, not to offend him, but in the sort of early 20s, when he would have been looking and reflecting back on in this song, early 20s through his 30s, he wasn't the most positive, wasn't the most good person. He wasn't earning what he was expecting to deserve. So he is being truthful in the fact that there wouldn't be such a thing designed for him, because it wouldn't be right for him to have it, because as a consequence he doesn't deserve it, so shouldn't achieve it. He really is facing that fact so honestly and so brutally, and he's not blaming anyone else, he's not blaming anything else, he's blaming exactly himself. He's blaming the very fundament of what he is. It's not, a shirking of the guilt. He knows it's entirely him as a human's fault. He knows that, and really shouts that out. He's brutally honest, painfully honest, It's hard to come out and say that you don't deserve, or you didn't deserve, things that you so want and so value and so think as essential, because of what and how you are, because of just you, full stop. That's such a tough thing to do, but it's such a commonplace thing. There are so many people thinking who do negative things and don't, reflect back and try and be forgiven, who don't try to make up for things, yet still expect the best things, and when they don't get those things, they're blaming the wrong things. They're blaming someone else for the fact they haven't got what they never deserved. It's this line where he really shows he knows, and shows he is accepting of the fact that it's his fault. And I would say since that time then, when this is sort of reflecting on, he has changed. He is more deserving now. He's still working to get better, but he is progressing, and that shows true growth, true humanity, and that makes this line, in my eyes, so amazing. The song, by the way, is Autoclave off of the Heretic Pride album by the Mangas.